This is why you can't manifest. So, you can't manifest because you're sitting there all day manifesting from anxiety. Now, let me explain exactly what that means before you bite my head off. So, I have done this plenty of times where you sit there and you are so worried about something that you're sitting there and just saying, like, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, or, I am loved, whatever it would be, for your desire. Fucking, my OnlyFans does $1,000 a day, whatever it may be, right? And the biggest issue here is that, yes, you can get what you desire doing that. There's nothing wrong with that per se, but a lot of people fail to realize why it is they're manifesting, right? It's because they're forcing that into their awareness, right? And when it comes in, they stop. And who you are is still there because you didn't actually go and change that. So, for example, I've done this plenty of times, and a lot of manifestors will do this, and they'll get very upset and ask why this happens, right? They will sit there and affirm all day, X, Y, and Z, whatever it may be. And then they'll get it. Maybe like 3 weeks later, they won't, right? Specifically me, with money, this has happened plenty of times throughout my life, is that you'll force something into your awareness, but then you'll stop being aware of it. And then you'll go back to your old self, which is worry, anxiety, and doubt, which got you there in the first place naturally because, again, you stopped screaming your affirmations in your head all day, when in reality, the only way to get constant change is to constantly be aware of the fact that you have that. So, for example, if you want to manifest $1,000 a day, right, and you spam it in your head, and then you get it, and you're so excited. But then, guess what? 3 weeks later, you haven't done it at all because you already have it. But you revert back to your old way of thinking. Then you go back to your old way of money. To be in a constant state of your desired reality is to be in a constant state of awareness of what you desire as it is true. To do this is basically just flipping your thoughts all day. And you do this constantly, even when you have your thing, right? Because if you don't and you become unaware again, like a lot of people do, next thing you know, you're back to square one, and then you're telling yourself manifestation doesn't work. That is why you cannot manifest.